The newest name in the elite corner club, a star emerged in 23 for Doug Dimmadome's Dallas Cowboys. Turning 5 of his 9 takeaways into touchdowns, DaRon Bland broke the record for most defensive TDs in one season, on his way to being a slam dunk All-Pro vote. Corner is a position of high variance, but this man is here to stay. It's an understatement to say you need to be athletic to play corner in the NFL. So to separate yourself as such an excellent interceptor, you gotta find another edge. DaRon matches the fluidity needed with fantastic technique, knowing how to put himself in positions to make game-changing plays. Playing off technique at the bottom of your screen, he's assigned the excellent route runner Tyler Lockett. With the cushion, he only needs to take a couple of shuffle steps to stay on top of the route, and watch his eyes. They're on Lockett's hips throughout the stem, and as soon as he even slightly drifts outside, Bland has the route identified. His eyes are then straight into the backfield, and he reads Geno coming his way with what looks like great anticipation, but DaRon's reacting even faster. He's creating contact to disrupt and feel the route, and the early eyes allow him to make a play, 2 hands outstretched to rip this back for the boys. It's very similar here against the Pats. Playing off technique on Smith-Schuster, Bland's focus is matching his man until the hips tell him the route. Then it's eyes back and ball hunting we go. Juju wide releases and makes his flat route available to read, so Bland shuffling with him, getting his eyes back to the QB with immediacy. Mack shuffles his feet at the top of the drop and doesn't have the power to drive this to the boundary, and Bland stepping in front again, and would have gone crib if it wasn't for a Schuster saving tackle. These early eyes and trust in his acceleration resulted in the most defensive touchdowns we've ever seen in a single season. Think about how wild that is. He's going to need the Jets here to catch up to the leverage provided by the drag route. But once again, as soon as he knows the intel of the route, he's got his eyes in the backfield. The ball's not driven enough, and DaRon is leaping in front, hitting a forward somersault and springing back to his feet for the clear return for 6. Hey, I never said athleticism had nothing to do with it. And here, it's all put together to make a truly masterful rep. With a 10-yard cushion, he's simply drifting right to cap the stem of the route, eyes glued to the hips of Jahan Dotson. The moment the right foot plants to cut on the speed out, Bland's eyes are inside and his instincts are sending him downhill. More good hands attack the ball, and now he's hunting more than just the interception. He gives Howell a little hezzy before cutting back inside and making him crumple. Then quickly dodges the hustling Brian Robinson, refusing to be denied 6. Great play will get you lucky ones, but putting yourself in great positions breeds luck. Again, in his favored off coverage, he's got plenty of space to read Cooper Kupp's option route. There's a miscommunication between him and Stafford, who appears to be expecting a hitch-up, but great technique has once again put him in a position to make a play. The eyes are back when Kupp indicates the out, and this ball practically falls into his lap, with nothing but green grass and Damone Clark ahead to celebrate with. And this one's a bit of a gift, but it's still elite speed and reactions to make the play. Playing quarters at the top of your screen, the Patriots are in a 4-strong split, meaning Bland is basically soloed up on Kendrick Bourne. Mack sees ghosts and shows little trust for his protection, starting to bail before the play even has a chance to develop. Then makes the cardinal QB sin, throwing late back across his body. DaRon had plenty of time to see this one coming, and nobody is going to deny him crib on this opportunity. Like no one's going to deny me this segue to our sponsor, SeatGeek. As some of you may know, this channel was founded by a bunch of Oregon grads, and we've been looking to find the best deals on games this season. With over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. It's not just college football though. There are more than 70,000 events on SeatGeek, including concerts and festivals. Baseball season is in full swing, and football is just around the corner, so now is the best time to get booking. And SeatGeek has your tickets to every game. Get $20 off your first purchase with promo code ThinkingFootball, and make sure you click the link in the description to download the app. That's promo code ThinkingFootball for $20 off your first order. Dan Quinn opted for a more multiple defense in 2023, blending in plenty of Tampa 2, cover 3, and quarters coverages. With fluid hips, elite acceleration, and a nose for the football, This suited DaRon to a T. Here, they don't risk man coverage with the long sticks and drop into a Tampa 2, with Bland playing the hook curl. Again, good instincts and fast feet take him to the ball. He backpedals to his spot before starting to clamp inside on the quick slot curl. And with his eyes back, reads Danny Dimes going to the swing route, so he diverts his momentum and attention in that direction. Diggs from the flat is also fast to react, laying a perfect hit on Barkley to send the ball skyward, and Bland's instincts have him prowling, nabbing this out the air and taking yet another one back to the crib. And here's another good reading and break. Responsible for the flat in the Tampa 2 this time, Bland reads the boot action and understands how the Seahawks are trying to attack, looking to high-low him with the flood concept. Bland keeps dropping to the sticks to cut off the sail route from the tight end, and as soon as Geno goes to JSN as the checkdown option, he's changing directions and downhill for the tackle. Playing the flat in the cover 3 on this one, Bland's read for the game puts him in a great spot. With the number 1 releasing vertical to his side, the slot is almost certainly coming out to attack the created space, so Bland straight clamps him, again breaking out that back pedal the moment he feels the cut. It's great vice grip hands from Paris Campbell to hold on, but DaRon makes sure there's no extra yards to be had. He was just as effective in deep zones too. In quarters here, Darius Slayton, his closest threat, runs across it, and the tight end stays in to chip, leaving Bland with nothing to do, so he finds himself work, continuing to gain depth, and looking for a route crossing from the far side to pair with the play action. Jalen Hyatt is running a post, and Daniel Jones makes a horrible decision to throw this, not seeing Bland drop to make this double covered, and good hands have him fielding this one like a fair catch. This time, he's got the deep third in the cover 3 and shows great patience to read the double move. He sees Scary Terry cut out, but his spidey senses are tingling, and he doesn't buy that it's his destination, shuffling to stay over the top, but never coming downhill. His instincts were correct, and once he has the route worked out, he's going to peep the backfield and find the ball. It's a poor underthrown ball, and Bland does a great job to read, stop, and fight, adding one more to the season tally. A nice surprise on tape was Bland's energy and willingness in the run game. Again, his ability to read how things will unfold put him in nice spots to contest the play, and the elite burst had him arriving before runners even expected it. Playing off and dropping into a deep third, watch Bland's quick read of the play and downhill motor. He's all over the reverse, refusing to bite on the fake, then immediately getting as wide as he can to protect the edge. He's around both blockers, and even though Higbee gets him blocked, he's sending the run back inside and right into the path of his teammate. Attacking from the same position, he ain't gonna let Barkley get any yards to give the Giants space, firing down fast to hold the edge, and almost turning this into a safety. And here's more good edge setting. His eyes are on the exchange, and as soon as he sees Henderson get it, he's working down and outside to hold the edge, dropping into good tackling form to counter the runner's power. Screens are an extension of the run, and Bland's fast feet were vital here. Lined up over the slot in his usual off-man posting, Dallas are going to roll into Tampa 2 with Bland the hole player. Although the Washington Football Commanders of Washington aren't going long, getting this out on a quick chip screen. His eyes are always back to the QB, and he's able to read early, showing great skill to duck under the hustling lineman and then lay a form tackle right through Crowder's legs. And this quick screen read is even better. Bland is never fooled on Puka's stutter and fake boundary cell, staying in close quarters, then dodging the tackle's attempted block and dragging down Puka for just a single yard. Sometimes defense is just about effort, and this is a hell of a show. The Seahawks are going to throw a quick screen to the opposite side of the field, but DaRon is never going to give up, tracking this at a 45-degree angle all the way back to the 5 to help in the tackle. Despite the All-Pro season, Bland's game isn't without a weakness, and there's one big area I'm looking for him to improve going into his 3rd season. He really struggled against quick in-breakers, especially when run by a speedy guy. Bland's preferred off-man technique can get him in trouble here, often surrendering the easy yards due to the bot leverage. He could do with sometimes taking an extra yard of inside leverage along with his depth to mitigate this. But I think Dan Quinn will live with this in most instances as he's trying to force the ball underneath. Where this becomes more of a problem is when Bland is in the press, as getting beat inside is simply a death sentence, as there's usually little to no help and no way to recover. When you score 5 touchdowns on defense, you deserve every bit of praise heaped your way. And the tape backs up the hype. Most corners who play this well get avoided. But with Trevon Diggs returning, I don't think this is likely to happen. Corner is a very variable position due to targets, slips, and honestly, some luck. But I expect Bland to continue his upward trajectory, even if the box score stats don't quite live up to his monster 23 season.